Welcome to my presentation. Today I am going to show you a little glimpse of what makes Precious Blood School so unique. This school in particular I have been at for the past 4 years, and it really has become a part of my extended family. I work in a school that is very diverse. Our student population is about 72% Asian American or Pacific Islander, and 30% Latino or Hispanic. The other 7% make up of African American or other. This school in particular is very special to me because it is unique in many ways. Of course, we do have our critical issues, which I will address, that being teacher burnout and retention, and also resources. But another main issue that is very common in other schools is parent engagement. And as I did interviews and I tried to address that, it really was so important for me to quote and to keep that in this video to show what parent engagement should be and really is here at Precious Blood School. So I started with the first teacher interview, and I interviewed the teacher that had been at this school for the longest.
Hello, my name is Kirita Sensei, and I am the 3rd and 4th grade teacher at Precious Blood School, as well as the vice principal for curriculum. I've been teaching at Precious Blood School for 16 years now. I've taught 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, and 5th grade. Yes, I'm going to be looking over here for the questions. So a typical day at school.
One of the biggest issues that I have found at school is work-life balance. It has been hard for me as a new teacher to not take my work home. So I asked another teacher who had been here for so many years what they do, and here's what I got.
After school is done, usually I stay after school if I feel like I need to work on something. So I stay sometimes 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or sometimes even an hour. I do have 3 children that also attend the school, so they are with me all day. So once school is done, they come to my classroom and they're doing their homework while I do what I need to do. The reason why I take that time at school to do it is because I try not to bring any work home. And that's something that I've learned over the years, is to not bring work home, because I do live about 30 to an hour away from home, depending on the traffic. So when I get home, I'm really exhausted, and I need to rest. I need to get the kids' lunch pails cleaned out and all of that, and the dishes, and start on dinner. So I really don't have time or the energy to really do any kind of schoolwork at home. So I really dedicate after school on campus to do any work that needs to be done. And I found that to be very helpful to me, in keeping a balance in and separating work and home. Of course, there are times when I do stuff at home when I'm on a deadline, but for the most part, I do that at school. And sometimes, in planning periods, when kids are working independently, I from time to time can do things like grading, and that's helpful to not bring some of the work home. On the weekends also, I try not to do any work at home, which has been the case for the past couple of years. I've kind of nailed it down, my schedule and how I kind of plan things out, when this needs to be done. So that's how my life is when I get home from work or on the weekends. Okay.
As much as we love our school, though, there is a big turnover rate in our staff and faculty. And it is very alarming because we, the teachers, do love our school, but at this point, our classes are asked every year, how many teachers have you had? And they always say different teachers for various grades, and those teachers are no longer there. Now, what is causing the teacher burnout, or what can we do to help make it better?
I think to help keep teachers at school in the profession is to make sure that the administration is very supportive. I think that's one of the best things a teacher can have is a principal that is very supportive and knows what your goals are. For example, if you are going to school as an after school or you have weekend classes, that they understand that you have priorities and things like that. Not only work goals, but also family goals. I think it's important that the principal knows you and knows your family and what goes on after school. I think another thing that will keep teachers in the profession is time, and being given the time to do things like grading, professional development, talking to coworkers and planning periods and things like that, because teachers need time, and I think that's one of the things that can make teachers very stressed, because they don't have time to do things and they end up doing things at home or on the weekends, and that can be overwhelming and just make their life really difficult and not keeping a balance between work and home.
So then I think about the next critical issue that many schools have. And when I did my interviews, I had parents, teachers, and students tell me that they absolutely love Precious Blood School. But what makes our school so amazing? Well, our school's so unique because of the fact that we have such amazing parent engagement and involvement. Here is what everyone has to say about our parent engagement.
It is a community where we teach, and I've been there for 16 years, and parental support is one of the highest things, or one of the parental support is one of the most important things a school and a teacher can have, because if the parents trust you and they respect and they know that you understand your job, it really helps me as a teacher. I don't have to worry about parents, what parents are thinking, because they can trust me and know that I am the teacher and I know what I'm doing.
Mrs. Kaburian, as far as you've been with us for about almost 2 years, what is your favorite thing about Precious Blood School?
There's so many things actually that is my favorite for the Precious Blood School, but I think the number one, my favorite is it's a small school community where everyone knows each other. That was one thing that I was really looking for when I was looking for a school for my son Elijah. Like, first name, the name of the student. If there's anything, there's you feel like it's a family. It's a family within the school. So it's our extension of our family. That's my number one, I think, the number one that I really, really like with Precious Blood School.
I like Precious Blood School because the super caring, have small classes, and they remember your name.
I think the community of everybody, the teachers, the students, the parents, we all work well together, and I think that's very important to have in a school, especially our school, which is a very small community. So to be supportive of one another, it just helps make life easier, and it makes it more enjoyable. So that's one of the things that I love about Precious Blood School and our small school community.